let's make juicy hamburgers here at the Young's house. Happy Saturday. I hope y'all are having a great day today. When is the last time you had a hamburger? A hamburger that was spectacular. It tastes good, it was juicy and flavorful. In today's video, I'm gonna show you how to make a juicy hamburger. It's gonna be flavorful and it's gonna taste good. Here's what you're gonna need. You're gonna need some ground meat. I'm using an 80-20 ground beef. I'm using my favorite cheese, which is the yellow American cheese. We got a nice sweet Vidalia onion here, and a beautiful tomato and some lettuce. We got some spices so we can make it taste good. The spices we're gonna be using is chicken bouillon powder. That's gonna give it a great taste. We're using garlic and onion powder and some black pepper. I have some sesame brioche buns here, and we got all the sides that you're gonna ever want. We got the pickles, the mayonnaise, the mustard, and the ketchup. Make sure your hands are clean. We're making burgers here at the Young's house. Happy Saturday. Apologies if y'all can hear all of the yard work in the background. They're doing yard work, getting the yard all together for the fall. I broke down the gazebo. I brought the, what's it called? The landscape umbrella. We've brought that in. We got 2 fire pits to bring in, and we put it in the garage. There's so many things that we need to get done. We're trimming the bushes down, getting everything ready for this cooler weather. And I love the smell. I love the smell of the lawnmower. I love the smell of the grass being cut. Oh my goodness, it just puts me in a great mood. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. And it's football season. How many of you are super excited about football season like we are here at the Young's house? I love football season because I get to make my husband all of the football foods every time a game is on. I'm making him the best stuff. The funnest finger foods that he would ever want. You know, the wing dings and the onion rings and all kinds of stuff. And it's so much fun, right? And I like watching the games. I'm super excited about Shador and watching him play and seeing what he's gonna do this year. I really hope and pray that he does super well. Him and his family, they're super blessed. So I'm pretty sure he's gonna do well. Let me know if you're excited about football. So now, when I'm making up my burgers, I don't handle them too much. Handle them too much and make them nice and tough. And that's not what I'm looking for. I want my burger to be nice and juicy, right? We do. And if you handle it too much, that residual heat from your hands will make them tough. All right, I'm gonna do medium-sized burgers, okay? And then I'm gonna season them very well. I wanna taste that seasoning. There's nothing worse than a burger that don't have no seasoning. And I think what I'm gonna do with that nice sweet onion is we're gonna saute it today. Saute it. A nice sweet sauteed onion on your burger is chef's kiss every time. So now let me show you something. I kinda take my fingers and make like a little hole down the middle. And what that does is it prevents my burger from swelling up like this in the pan. If you don't push a little hole down in the middle, it's gonna swell up, and I don't want a burger this thick, right? And I know you don't either. I want my burger to at least be about that thick. Okay, so let's get it to the size that we're looking for. No oil needs to go into the pan, because there's plenty enough oil in the burger itself, you know. I'm gonna wash my hands very good because I don't want to transfer bacteria to my spices. And then we'll come back and season it. And I'm gonna let that seasoning kind of seep down into this beautiful beef for about 15 minutes before we start to cook it. And we want the chill to come off of the meat so it can be nice and juicy. My hands are nice and clean. Let's go ahead and season it. And really, all I need to do is just season one side. That'll be just enough, okay? Going in with that bouillon powder. By all means, if you wanted to use a beef bouillon, sure you can. Okay, just like so. Not too much because it is salty. All right, nice amount of garlic on purpose. Nice amount of onion powder, even though we're using fresh onion. Gorgeous. And some black pepper. Right in. We'll let this set, and when I come back, it's going to go into the pan. But in the meantime, why don't we go ahead and get started on our onion. My hair is wet, but when the weather's hot out, I don't take the time to blow dry my hair or diffuse it. I just kind of let it dry on its own. But when it's cold outside, I'll blow dry it and diffuse it, and it'll have a little bit more volume, you know. But if it's hot outside, it's too hot to use that blow dryer. So it'll dry. By the time the end of this video, my hair should be at least half the way dry, right? All right, just like this. Okay, so now I'm just using this little bit of onion because right now I'm only making 2 burgers. I'm gonna slice them things down. It is a sweet Vidalia onion that we're using. And in my pan, I have about 2 tablespoons of oil and about a tablespoon of sweet cream butter. And once I see that my onions are beginning to get nice and translucent, that's when I'll go in and salt them. Okay, when you salt them, you give them some great flavor. I will put some pepper on them as well. Got the onions going. Let's go ahead and get our burgers right into the pan. Now, I'm only making 2 because right now just me and my husband is eating a burger right now, okay? And he'll eat his burger after he comes in from outside. All right, lovely. That sizzle means I'm moving in the right direction. If you don't hear that sizzle, wait a minute to put the other one in. You want to get a nice char onto your burger. You don't want them to be dull without any golden brown crispiness to them. A burger that has crispiness to it and is juicy in the inside, that's what we're always looking for. You may notice that I've changed my cutting board out. When I'm dealing with any raw meats, or when you're dealing with raw meats, it's super important that you wash your hands so you don't transfer that bacteria to the next thing you're going to touch. And it's also important to sanitize your cutting board. Switch it out to another cutting board until you can sanitize that one. Do what you can to keep your family and friends safe from bacteria, right? Because a lot of people ask me, are you going to toast the bun? With so many different, you know, sandwiches that I might make. I'm not a fan of toasting the bun. There are times that I will toast a bun, but 90% of the time, I don't. I don't want that extra grease, that extra oil. And yes, you can toast a bun, you know, without the grease or the butter, but I just like a nice soft bun. So how do I prevent my juicy hamburger from making my bun nice and salty? Well, I turn around and put the beautiful lettuce at the bottom. You can put your cheese at the bottom, and that prevents your buns from getting salty. Just like when I make my coney dogs. Of course, I put the hot dog on, and we have the hot dog kind of split open. I put a tiny bit of chili sauce, you know, or onions and cheese. But when people overwhelm it, they put too much chili sauce. That's when you got soggy buns, and I'm not, no soggy buns for me, but I don't need to toast it to make it not soggy. I'll show y'all a trick that I do with my burgers so that I don't have grease everywhere. Although, I do need to purchase one of those little, it's like a mesh net thing that you could put over top of your pan so that oil doesn't go everywhere. But in the meantime, since I don't have one, I take a clean paper towel and I'm dabbing up the oil along the way, okay? And this will just soak it right up, and then you just discard of it, and then I don't have to have oil all over my shirt, cleaning up oil all off the counters. You know, but this does the job every time. We're going to put the salt onto our beautiful onions that are sauteing up. And now I'm going to pepper them. And that's how you make layers of flavor. You know, just that little bit right there. When they say somebody put their foot into a recipe, you know, or they didn't play with that recipe, it's little steps like this that makes things taste delicious. Go ahead and turn our burgers over. They look gorgeous, and the whole house smells amazing right now. Oh yeah, that's the char that I'm looking for, but it's not too dark. Nice and crispy on the outside. The inside is going to be juicy, and you know they're going to be flavorful because we took the time to season them very well. Drinking on some soursop tea. It's not sweetened. It's just perfect. I love soursop tea, and I am so super excited that I found out about it. I'm drinking soursop tea at least 2 to 3 times a day. Absolutely, it's beneficial. It tastes good, and I'm reaping the benefits from it. I am really digging this sour sauté, and I'm not kidding. I am having such a great day today, and I really hope that you all have a great day as well. Our burgers are perfectly done. They look gorgeous. For today for breakfast, we had corned beef hash. That was absolutely amazing, and yes, it was right out of the can. I grew up on that kind. The corned beef hash that comes out of the can, y'all, if you never tasted it, chef's kiss every time. Just make you a couple fried eggs on the side and some toast, and you are good to go. One of the best breakfasts you will ever eat, and it's so simple to make. Come on, y'all, take a look. Now, I want to talk about something, and my husband, he swears on this. I personally feel like if you melt the cheese onto the burger, you can't taste the cheese as much, versus taking the cheese and putting it on cold to your burger, you can taste it a bit better. And it really, I'm serious, and it really reminds me of the Whopper from Burger King. They don't melt the cheese, right? Absolutely they don't. These restaurants don't melt the cheese, and we can taste it. Very prevalent. And that's what I'm always looking for. Years ago, I did used to melt it. But I thought one day, I said, I can't taste the cheese like I want to. I stopped melting the cheese and putting it on cold onto the burger, and that's what I have always been wanting. I'm just going to make this one burger for now. And because my husband, he's still outside. So he said he'll heat his burger up when he's ready to come in. Or at least I'll heat it up for him, okay? So now let's go ahead and do this. Got my bottom one. We're going to take some nice fresh iceberg lettuce is the way to go for a burger. Yes, put it at the bottom so nothing's getting soggy. Ooh, gorgeous. Okay? We are going to slice some of this tomato. Beautiful tomato that we have here. And what I like to do with the tomato is our tomato goes in the middle of all of your ingredients because it's super wet. Because if you put it on the top, it's going to make the top bun soggy, right? So let's do this part here. We'll go ahead and put our gorgeous burger right on top of the lettuce. Oh yeah, we're going somewhere with this. We need to slice up our tomato because our tomato will go on next and then the cheese on top. Let's go ahead and slice our beautiful tomato. 2 nice pieces, not too thin, not too thick. Nobody wants a big, thick slice of tomato, right? Not on your burger, you don't. But you want to be able to taste it. I'm not going to do pickles for mine. My husband will do the pickles for his. There we go. Tomato always in the middle of that burger. Prevent that bun from getting soggy. Cold cheese on top. Oh, I know. Are you excited? Is your stomach a rumbling? If so, I don't blame you. And we're almost done with this burger. Look at that close up. All right, so now we're going to dress it. For me, I do like to mimic. I'm going to bring up Burger King once again. They put the mayonnaise, the savory mayonnaise, and then they put that sweet ketchup. The two go together like peas and carrots. Now, when it comes to my husband's sandwich, he wants just mustard only. That's his thing. But for me, the mayonnaise and the ketchup, let's get us some ketchup on there. Oh my goodness. Are you kidding me? And let's close it. That burger. That's what you're looking for. And you see, the cheese melted just perfect, but not too much. If y'all enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up. If you ain't subscribed, what you waiting on? Tell your family and friends, tell the world what Gina's doing in this kitchen every single day. And Father, we thank you once again for providing a meal, loving us, your hedge of protection. Amen. My mouth, my mouth is drooling. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. That's a burger. Make you some. Mmm.